Wendell and Wild is the latest film from Henry Selick. It is a Netflix original movie and is one that I kind of skipped over when I first saw on Netflix, mainly not knowing that it was one, Henry Selick, two, a Monkey's Paw production, meaning it was produced by Jordan Peele, and Key and Peele were in it, were voice acting in this movie, and so many other famous people were in it. I had zero idea any of those names were attached to it, so I kind of just skipped over it because it seemed like I don't know, another just animated kids film that was a Netflix original. And I tend to stay away from those because they're normally pretty bad. But once I found out all this, I said to myself, why did I have no idea this was coming out? Why is this, such not a bigger deal than it actually is? So, yeah, I ended up checking Wendell and Wild out last night, and I'm not going to say it's perfect. Actually, so this is going to be a quick review. I just wanted to say that. Completely unscripted here. I just wanted to funnel out my thoughts because I haven't uploaded a video in a week. So anyway, I felt like this movie was way too ambitious for its own good. It really tried to do too much. It was juggling so many storylines and so many plot points and different a lot of character motivation and a lot of intersecting plot points that didn't mesh really well at all. I felt that a lot of the characters were really underwritten. A lot of this movie actually was really underwritten. I feel like that was its main issue holding it back. I felt like a lot of the ideas were not fully capitalized on. I felt like a lot of them were really lame and are kind of first ideas. Like I feel like this movie should have gone through a couple more rewrites, and more compelling stuff could have been kind of thought up of in the same bare bone structure. Like keep the same structure, but rework the fine details because a lot of them really didn't work for me. I felt like the third act was just a complete mess. And again, was juggling so much to where it didn't have that impact that it really needed to have. But that is what's holding back this movie from really being one of my favorites of the year because so much of it is so good. The visual style of this movie is just impeccable. I mean, it's Henry Selick, so I wasn't fully surprised by that, but it was just phenomenal. And I keep going back to it in my head. I watched it last night, and I haven't been able to get this movie out of my mind just because I want to keep engrossing myself in its universe and its character design and its set design and the little in-jokes that it has and the physical comedy and the heartwarming moments, the darker stuff. All of it is so entertaining and so eye-pleasing that you can kind of ignore a lot of the really cruddy storytelling and the mess of a script that this movie has. I loved Key and Peele together as the two demons. They were awesome. They were so funny. They worked so well with each other. I just wish we would have gotten more of them and they could have played a bigger role than they did in the movie because they have their own little side plot and it doesn't mesh well with the rest of the film. I thought that the main girl was pretty cool. I feel like she could have had a little bit more of a character than she did. She kind of felt like the average rebellious teen who lost her parents. We've seen it before, but I didn't think she was terrible or anything. I don't know. I like the little cameos. I love the villains in this movie. The principal, whose name always escapes me, but he's in so many movies. He was hilarious. I don't know. This movie's personality shines so much brighter than the actual story, and I just wish there was a little bit more care put into the story because I would have really loved this thing if it wasn't for that. And yeah, I don't have that much else to say outside of that. This movie really is my cup of tea from a personality standpoint, from a visual standpoint, from the overall makeup of the movie. But I really disliked a good portion of the story and the way how underwritten the script was and how I don't know how lazy a lot of the choices felt when it came to the storytelling. So I feel very conflicted with this movie. I loved parts of it, and I really did not like other parts. Um, but overall, I did really enjoy it, and it had an anti-capitalist message that was cool. I liked that. So yeah, it definitely is a type of kids movie that I want more to be made of. I just definitely had some deeper issues with it where I can't quite call it praise it like I would a Paranorman or like a Coraline or something like that. I just wish they would have gone through a couple more redrafts because this really could have been something special. For now, I'm going to give Wendell and Wild a very strong B. That is teetering on a B plus. It's almost there, but I can't quite give it to them yet. So that's my quick review of Wendell and Wild. Thank you so much for watching this, and to keep watching. That my Black Adam review really blew up out of nowhere, which I'm very excited about. That was awesome. So if you're a new viewer, welcome. Thank you so much. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. I'm going to be reviewing All Quiet on the Western Front pretty soon once I watch that movie. I'm most likely going to be seeing Pray for the Devil over the weekend. I'm not sure about that one yet, but we'll see. Other than that, I will see you guys later.